Welcome to Golf Talk Radio with PGA professionals Mike Brabenec and Billy Gibbs. Golf Talk Radio is brought to you by TaylorMade Golf, the Paso Robles Golf Club, Slick Sticks, your key to better golf, McPhee's Grill of Templeton, dedicated to great food and great service, McGowie Health Group, expect something different, and Nikki Anderson, Realtor. And now, the hosts of Golf Talk Radio, Mike and Billy.
Welcome back in, everybody. Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy. Thank you to our partners, McGowie Health Group in Atascadero, California. HealthySlowCounty.com is the website. HealthySLOCounty.com. See Dr. Ryan. He'll get you all set up on a program to get you physically well. Also does nutrition and all that good stuff to round out your wellness. Give him a call at 805-461-8822. And, of course, our good friend Ian McPhee and McPhee's Grill of Templeton. Hometown cooking through and through, Templeton, California, in the heart of wine country. Don't forget to check them out at mcpheesgrill.com when you're in the area here on the Central Coast. You can make reservations online at mcpheesgrill.com, or you can call them at 805-434-3204. And Sawgrass time.
Yeah, but I wanted to just touch briefly. I was looking through these pages. When they started talking about CBD, we're talking about marijuana.
Yeah.
We're talking about performance enhancing.
Is this the interview for the tour guys?
88% don't want to answer or say, I don't know, in the marijuana question. 93% say the question is how prevalent are performing enhancing substances on tour. And 93% don't know. That's what they're saying. And CDB says 25% say, yeah, it helps. 19% says doesn't. And 56% say they don't know. So it's interesting how all of a sudden they don't know a lot of things. I have no comment on that one. But interesting. I just thought that. The Ryder Cup tee shot, much more nerve-wracking, they say, and they seem to almost have fun, but they'd rather have, makes you more nervous. Ryder Cup tee shot, 93% say it's versus a 6-foot for bogey to win a major championship.
Wow.
That tee shot has got
all
eyes,
hard.
all countries, everything's looking at you.
Yeah, and the adrenaline.
But if you snap hook it gone, it's not the end of the world. If you have a 6-foot bogey putt to win a major, that's pretty important.
Yeah, really.
So personally important. So anyways, I thought that was good. So Sawgrass, it's coming up. I've thought about this a lot, and people ask me what's my favorite course, and I've had many to play. And for a while, locally, Hunter Ranch used to be my favorite course around here when it first opened.
Yep.
I just love that golf course. I like the way it fits my eye, the way it plays. Haven't played it in 10 years, so I'm not sure what that's like. Sandpiper around here, wonderful golf course.
Yeah.
Love that course.
One of
Love
my
that
favorite
course.
golf courses. I would play it all the time. It's got everything on it besides beauty, but it's got good holes on it.
Yeah.
And TPC Sawgrass. I played Pebble, like Mike's played. I've never played Cypress Point, but I played Spyglass, and I played the other ones up in there. Poppy's a good golf course, and Pebble is wonderful. It's just probably in my top 5. But Sawgrass, TPC Sawgrass, just because of everything about it, it's just knowing the venue.
How many times have you been there
I've played 18 3 times, and I played another 9 once.
Wow. So you played a lot more than I thought.
But it's not far from the home office, so we go to dinner. Josie and I have been there more than that, just have lunch. They have best sliders in the world, and you sit on the patio watching people come up. It's kind of neat. They're coming up, finishing. And
do you ever go there for lunch and just go out and go to the lake hole and just throw a ball in the pond?
Sort of, yes.
Yeah.
We went out, but didn't throw the ball. But they have docents or something, and Josie and I just went in there one day, and they said, "You want to go take a tour?" And we're like, sure. We didn't have a club.
Of the course?
Oh, yeah, so they put us on a golf cart, and he drove us where Davis Love hit out of the brush on 16, where he hit out of the woods.
That's
and
cool.
then we drove to 17, and we stood there, and he told all the stories. This is before I played it. But they took us around different places on the golf course and showed the different. And
that's really cool.
It didn't cost anything. I asked
Did you
Josie,
tip them?
I asked, I don't know if we did.
What are you supposed to do there?
I went in to buy some stuff for their logo and stuff, and with PGA. I went to make a tee time, and so I did. So I'm PGA professional. I was going to make a tee time, and they said, "Do you want to see the course?" I'm like, "Well, dude, of course I do." Man.
That's really cool, man.
So, but did not toss a ball, but they said 150,000 balls in that pond every year or something like that.
I can't even imagine.
But it's a really, besides those holes you see, there's a good golf course.
I'm
It's just
sure.
a really good golf course, and it's both really. It's clockwise and counterclockwise, and there's both sides of dog legs, and it's beautiful, defined bunkers and positioned.
The different times you've played it, have you played different tees? Like when the first time you went there, you
I
probably
played back.
said
I played, but since then I played more the front tee or the white tee, if you will.
Yeah.
I did play the back tee the very first time I played. That's what this picture
Was
is. On
it
my
brutal?
phone. No, I shot 73, so I still have the scorecard.
That's pretty cool.
I thought I shot even par, but I looked at the scorecard. I found it this morning. It was 73. Played really well. I birdied 16, parred 17,
awesome.
and knocked it 4 feet on 18, but missed it. I hit 7-iron in 18, like right below the hole, and missed that little putt.
Oh.
So I could have really done those last 3
that's
holes
so
pretty
cool.
well. But I did the last time I played it. I put a tee shot in the lake on that for a lefty who fades it.
Yeah.
That lake's brutal on 18 because that's all you're looking at.
Yeah.
That 18th hole.
Yeah.
So I didn't start it near far right enough and hit a little fade splash. Made dub there the last time I played. But they were talking about these people's handicaps and what they would shoot. No one's breaking 80. It says if you're a scratch player or less, nobody breaks 80. That's what this. Do you see this chart?
Yeah,
Nikki?
I did.
So I found that interesting. But this must be tournament week because I'm not a great player. I'm not a scratched player. So
I think what's interesting about it too is if you look, well, I guess it's not all the way through. I mean, I look at where my handicap is now. I'm between a 5.2 and a 5.9. It says my handicap there is a 12.
yeah,
I'd be ecstatic if I went there and shot 89 in tournament conditions.
yes,
That would be unbelievably
I think it'd be
beyond my expectation.
Yeah, it's if you're not accurate off the tee, you're done, and you really need to be great approach shots.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's two major they need both. You need to be good tee shots, good approach shots, especially approach shots.
I think tee shots, I'd feel comfortable. Would be the approach shots. I'd be
You're
challenged.
slightly
too.
off.
I'd be
you're
really
dusty.
that expectation of I got to get it to this point.
So if you're a 3.8 to a 4.4 index, and that's all changing. By the way, I don't know if these numbers change. They think you'd shoot 87.
You're basically a 9 handicap there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it doubles my handicap almost.
Well,
more than doubles mine.
Remember the U.S. Open used to have the Monday after the round. They took 10 handicappers from all over the country to see if anybody can break 100.
Yeah.
Remember that?
I do. That was cool.
Darren got to be almost one of the
Yeah.
finalists to get there.
Yeah.
And then they would show it they show the highlights on TV, and no one could break maybe one person. 100. These are 10 handicappers that shoot 80, right, normally, and not one of them could break 100 on the U.S. Open golf course.
We played
So it's probably,
Poppy.
see, I didn't play it at tournament. There was not the same conditions, obviously. I wasn't the same time of year.
Yeah.
So it could have been, I don't know, greens could have been slower, I guess, and
Yeah.
fairways.
And the rough, not.
That didn't seem like much at all. So I don't know what the roughs there. Like I was to look this week. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember being stuck in rough where I had to chip out. I don't remember any of that. I know I hit some rough, but
So when Poppy was still in the rotation for the Pro-Am, we played it the Monday after the tournament, and this is before Poppy was redesigned, and it was insanely difficult. You hit a ball in the rough, you could see the ball go in the rough, you couldn't find it. That's how long the grass
I remember
was.
playing there with you when it was real tough.
It was
We went
over
up-
your shoes. It would flop. The rough would flop over the top
Oh
of your
my
shoes.
gosh.
So if you walked in the rough, you couldn't see your shoes.
And Spyglass could get that way.
Yeah.
And also had the ice plants and stuff that were
Yeah.
just brutal.
Yeah, you walked through
So
the rough, and you
Spyglass
could
was
feel
hard.
the balls. You could feel there were multiple golf balls from the Pro-Am in there.
No kidding.
And you could feel the ball. You literally had to kind of modify the rules because you had to identify your
That's
ball.
that like long seagrass type
Yeah,
stuff.
there was no way to know unless you had to reach down, you had to pick it up.
Right.
It was fun and it wasn't. It was
You get old.
No,
Yeah.
You guys have
Yeah.
played Poppy Sen. I know you played it a few times.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful.
I
Now.
love it.
It's a great.
I love the way it's set up
The
now.
way,
I do
The
too.
way
Yeah.
they took out the roughs and
Yeah.
they put the barks and stuff down. It's
Oh,
gorgeous.
it's awesome.
And playable.
It's such a fun course
It
to
really
play.
is.
It really is cool.
That's moved up to one fun golf course. The TPC course. It's true though. Once you tee off one and two's a par 5, one's or is that 9 and 10? Yeah, 9 and 10. They're pretty simple. So you're starting off pretty simple, right? But you're thinking about 17 almost right from the get-go. You're thinking 16 is an easy hole. It's a short par 5, right? But if you lay up, if you go after it, you have to be really accurate to go after it. I hit hybrid right in front of the green and chipped it on. But you think about 17 almost from the start because you're out there and you know it's coming. It's weird. It's in you're thinking about it the whole time.
It gets you mentally.
And that's kind of interesting. And everybody says the same thing, but it's true. I think but anyways.
I'd like to play there.
We guys got to go play there. I'm telling you.
I'd like to.
So what do you think the
should be your
average
bucket list.
Well, I guess if you take the average handicap in the United States, which is people who can't break 100, I guess, or right around the high 90s,
So is that
right?
16, 17 handicappers? 18?
Yeah. So if you look at 17.6 to 18.2 index, you'd be playing as a 29 handicapper at Sawgrass, and you're going to shoot 122. Estimated
And
122.
absolutely is because, as she knows as a course marker, it's the tee shots and the approach shots, right? They're just brutal. It's not
I
that
would think
long.
the speed of the green too would throw a lot of people.
They are.
I'm really,
they are
if you look at this, because I was in the wrong
are
number
slopey.
section.
Yeah.
Really, if you look at it, 20. I guess if someone can't, the average person shoots 100. The average person that shoots 100 playing a TPC Sawgrass with tournament conditions, which is a 28.6 to 29.2 handicap, is a 44 handicapper. They're going to shoot 143.
Wow.
That is not going to be a fun day. There's nothing enjoyable.
And they're paying $325 to do so.
There's nothing enjoyable about that. I don't even know if you had one like solid hole, would that even be enough to go like I played TPC Sawgrass in tournament conditions and I shot a 143 and I paid $350 and I'm really happy.
The walk from 16 around the corner to the 17th tee, no matter what you're shooting, is enjoyable. It's a beautiful walk.
Yeah.
But one of the guys I played with, the guy took this picture of me. He hit 5 balls in the water and eventually walked over to the bridge and putted over it. He hit 5 balls in the water.
And was he laughing?
The first 3, yes. Because I'm taking a picture of him, right? Oh, so let's try another one. Let's try another one. Let's try another one. So he said, I'm going to go to the bridge. I almost putted it in the water from the bridge because it's quite a long bridge to get over to the green. It's a little skinny little walkway. It was hilarious. But he would never have finished the hole by the rules, right? He's still going.
So here's a really funny thing to think about. I just thought as you were talking about pictures. Imagine 30 years ago you're playing TPC Sawgrass with the tournament conditions, and you get to hole 17 with the island green. All right, John, go ahead. I'm going to take a picture of you while you hit the green. Splash. Repeat that 10 times.
That's what happens.
John, I'm on the last picture of the disposable camera. You're going to have to go ahead and hit it again. You're going to have to make it this time. Can you imagine the pressure?
Come on, John.
There's no phones. There's hey, I'm going to redo this.
Well, I never gave it. He had one of these phones, and I never got a chance to see him hit the green.
Not that the picture's going to show it.
Yeah, he had a good posed finish in one of the pictures.
Yeah.
I said, just use this one,
man. You could say that's good.
Yeah.
That's really
good
funny.
To me.
That's really funny. What was the most surprising thing about Sawgrass when you played it to you? Because you said you're thinking about 17, you're thinking about that hole when you tee off, but what was the most surprising?
That I was scoring as well as I was doing,
Yeah.
I think. I didn't know what to expect, because the TV does it and you see. But it was fun to play. So, I hit a lot of 5-wood off tees and stuff. It was a good position. It was a fun course to play.
Nice.
So I think it was how fun it was, And
You
Josie rode the cart with me on one of the 9s, and that was a blast. So she was spotting all the wildlife and I'm birdie 4. Did you see that? Oh, no, but I'd look at this bird over here. Like, thanks, honey.
Look at that yellow fisker back.
She was reading her book or looking at the wildlife. But she did. It was fun to have her there because we were on vacation and stuff. So she rode along. And
was it?
But it was fun. That's what I remember. It was fun. It wasn't a struggle. I was swinging pretty good. So I don't.
Was the topography of the course much different than what you see on TV? Like when we went to Augusta.
Not like Augusta.
No.
No, that was amazing.
But it's a lot of separate holes from each other, so you're not back and forth they're 2 separate 9s completely, really, and so
were the greens kind of raised up
somewhere
with slopes like cut downward, like on approaches and stuff.
Somewhere like 4 with this it has the railroad ties all in front with the lake, and it's 2-tiered. That's the one you see people hit high and roll back.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of that. There's a lot of fairway bunkers, long fairway bunkers, like 200 yards long.
See that stuff.
So all along the whole side. Matter of fact, on 4, the fairway bunker is also the cart path. So you drive right through the little. Yes.
That's kind of cool.
So you're driving.
So is it truly a bunker or is it a waste area?
It's a waste area.
Okay, that makes sense.
But it's all sand, and
that's actually pretty smart.
And it goes up the side of the fairway, and there's a few of those like that, which is surprising. So that in the tee shots, a lot of elevator, you have to hit up to a plateau that you can't see on TV. And
That sounds
I think
awesome,
it's
man.
5 or 6 that has a 2. Really, there's a high fairway, and then if you're right, it's way low. So you have to hit up. It looks big for the tee, but they're like this. So you can see the green from up here, but you'd never see it from down there.
Wow.
Now there's sand down there. It wasn't when I saw on TV last year. But that lower fairway is all bunker now. But it used to be grass, but you're way down there.
Wow.
So
that sounds cool.
But
I really want to go.
It would be fun.
It's a bucket, and how nice they were to pros. That was surprising too, because some places like that are not.
Which is sad.
So
I mean, they should be.
Sure, come in. I got a time for you. Come on in. One time they threw me a key, have fun. Not a penny. The other time was a cart fee, which was like $45 or something. Yeah. But it was just depending who. But they were never not 100% accommodating to us. To me,
that's so cool.
Plus, I'm there with first. They know the First Tee people really well. You know Ryan Graff from the First Tee?
Yeah,
he's club champion there. He's a member there.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
So, and Rachel too was a club champion, I believe, at Sawgrass too. They're really good players. But I don't know if Ryan's still a member, but he was a club champion.
That's amazing.
So you dropped Ryan's name. I'm with Ryan. Oh, come on in. So, but he's club champion at TPC Sawgrass. How cool is that?
That is awesome, man.
And
wow.
At back of the range is where all VJs and Furix and all those guys are always out practicing. So
Did you see any of those guys out there?
I didn't know who they were.
VJ, was he out there? Did you take a muffin?
He
took a muffin?
VJ was hitting somebody over there.
Grabbed a scone?
Yeah, he went with a buttered scone.
Like he did at Pebble?
But there's the tour players practice area down there, or members maybe. But they're all members. But you could see some. I was on the regular range. The other side, you could see some guys down there.
You pull up to the wrong practice. Excuse me,
I think it's gated.
Mr. Gibbs, you're over there.
Well, another thing is I parked in.
You got to go that way
in the PGA Tour spot. They have spots for the tour players.
Yeah.
First, didn't know, so they thought I'm on the one group. They gave me on the ticket when I go meet the guys on the tee, and it said PGA Tour on it. So I get up there, dead heel of drive. They're like, "You're a tour player?" So no, I'm a PGA member, not a PGA Tour player. But that was kind of funny.
Your car's being towed right now.
Because they put me as a tour player on the ticket. So I even had some docents come out to watch a couple holes, and I go, "Oh, that's the." And they realized quickly that I was playing okay, but I wasn't a tour player. Why are you using a white tee? Shut up, man. So that was funny. That's just how they ticket you. So anyway, that was the day they didn't charge anything.
It's funny when you think about that. I don't know if there's any other game where there's that expectation. Like when
we got called on
when players go and play like a game of basketball, like if LeBron just went to another basketball court, the court's the court.
Yeah.
It doesn't change.
Yeah.
But if you're like a PGA pro, what are you doing playing the white tees?
I know.
It's like, who cares?
Have you played Olympic Club?
Yeah.
So the first tee is at the big window of the golf shop. Uh-huh. So we went up and we were, PGA members got our thing, so our ticket to go on the tee. The first tee is like you're standing in a fishbowl, right? We turn around and every staff person is watching us tee off. There's pros in the tee.
Well, there's a side story to that. So we went to the first tee and I left my towel on the driving range, which is you got to go back out across the road.
Right.
And I ran back up.
And that big old putting green over there, man. That's the size of that thing?
Oh,
it's like an acre.
Massive. So Billy had already teed off. And so I'm focused. I got to get my towel. Get my towel. And I run back.
Crushed it.
I grab my driver and I get up there and I hit.
You killed it.
And I hear this. And I turn around and there's the window. I had no idea that the window was there. There's like 4 or 5 people standing there.
It's like doing surgery, and all the doctors are looking down at
and they're all the staff guys, And Billy, thank goodness you didn't say anything to me because I was just focused on. I saw where Billy hit his shot, and I'm like, okay, well, game on. I got to hit mine. But like Billy said, Billy had a great drive, and I had a good drive too. So. Yeah. Anyway, good experience, but we're going to take our first break of the first hour. Golf Talk Radio brought to you by TaylorMade Golf. Check out the latest SIM drivers, SIM drivers, fairway woods, hybrids, and irons, and more at TaylorMadeGolf.com today. When we come back, we'll do some golf history, and we got some other cool things waiting for you. So stay with us. Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy. We'll be right back.